So I'm about to do a massive disservice to myself and a massive service to you, those who might listen to me. Hey YouTube, in today's video I want to talk to you about something that has saved me tens, possibly hundreds of thousands of rand, dollars, not really, well, a lot less dollars, but I mean a lot of money, right? And this is it. Do not start with strategy. But Rashid, you always tell us start with strategy. Yes, in most cases, start with strategy. But that's if you have a other vital piece in place. And what that actually is communication. Communication with the people that you serve, and also this communication here. What I'm saying is, start with your ability to transfer what you have in your mind, the vision that you have in your mind, into the person sitting across the table from you, across the camera from you. What am I talking about? It's a very dirty word, but I'm going to use it. Sales. That old model of sales where you just kind of push through and force the person and nag them until they say yes, no longer works. People are a lot more educated now, and they also get a lot more sales pitches. So what I'm talking about here is, by verbally and non-verbally communicating with that person on the other side of the table, are you able to put the image that you have in your mind into the mind of that person? Are you able to control the voices in their head? Are you able to control the emotions that they go through? Let me ask you a question. Can you control the voices, images, and the emotions that you go through? Hey, you know what? I'm not perfect, not by a long shot. I struggle with those voices in my head. I struggle with those images of not being good enough, not being worthy, failing, but not always. I struggle with emotions, but not always. What we're actually trying to do when we communicate with someone, my understanding of what it is that we do when we communicate with someone is that we engage in a process of energy exchange. In many ways, we open ourselves up, and if we know what we're doing, we open up the person on the other end of the table, and there's an exchange that happens through that opening. Yes, there are many tactics and strategies in which to approach a prospect or approach a person, and get them to a place where they would open up to you and where you open up to them. But I'm not really talking about that. What I'm talking about is, are you able to create a space between the thoughts that are happening non-stop in your mind and the witness of that thought? It sounds extremely woo-woo, I know. A few years ago, if I watched a video like this, I'm like, this guy's off his head. Okay, you've entered a room, right? You meet someone. The person does not say a word to you. They barely look at you. But you're close enough to them. And once you get to a certain distance away from that person, the sensation within your body changes. Something, a gut feeling. That gut feeling either tells you something interesting about this person. I would like to be in this space. On the other hand, you get close enough to the person and you realize that you shouldn't be too close to that person. You know what I'm talking about. So, when you are on the phone with someone, when you are in a sales meeting with someone, how do they feel when they come into a certain distance to you? Do they get that warm fuzzy feeling? Do they get that feeling of interest? Or are they repulsed by you? It's a certain level of awareness that I'm talking about. It's the way in which you hold your body. It's the way in which you breathe. It's the way you make eye contact. It's not about smiling. It's not about smiling. It's not about telling the person the thing that they want to hear. Because they know when you're blowing smoke. They know. They might walk away saying, yes, I'll give you a call. We'll do the deal. But when they go away, they start to re-examine the situation. So how do you control the images and the voice and the emotions of the person that you are interacting with? The way that you do that is by having that same level of control within yourself. Don't start with strategy. Start with yourself. I really hope that you've taken away something that might be useful. Ignore what's not useful. If you have any comments or questions about the video, please leave a comment in the comment section below. And if you're not a subscriber yet, what are you waiting for? Don't forget to click that bell icon. Till next time.